They're cute, they're furry, and they're masters of the perfect pose. When you think of meerkats, you probably picture a postcard from Africa, a happy little family standing shoulder to shoulder, watching a beautiful sunset over the savannah. They're the stars of nature documentaries, beloved for their cooperative spirit, their heartwarming group hugs, and their seemingly idyllic family life. We see them as perfect little citizens of the animal kingdom, a wholesome example of family values in the wild. We've been sold an image of pure, cooperative bliss. But what if I told you that this cuddly exterior is a mask, hiding a complex and ruthless society, a world of strict hierarchies, brutal power struggles, calculated infanticide, and even organized gang warfare? What if I told you that every adorable pose is a moment of high-stakes surveillance, and every group hug is a reinforcement of a brutal social contract? Today, we're digging deep beneath the sands of the Kalahari Desert to uncover the shocking truth. By the end of this video, you will never look at these creatures the same way again, because you'll understand the one dark secret that holds their entire society together. This isn't just a story about cute animals, it's a story about power, survival, and the extreme lengths a family will go to protect its own. Welcome to the mob, or as scientists call it, a clan or gang. A meerkat family can have up to 50 members, and life inside is a constant drama of loyalty and betrayal. It's a highly organized society with one ruling couple at the very top, the alpha male and the alpha female. They didn't win this position in an election. They fought for it, often rising to power through aggression, intimidation, and sometimes by overthrowing the previous leaders. Think of them as the king and queen, or maybe more accurately, the mob boss and his queen. They get the best food, the prime sleeping spots in the burrow, safe from snakes, and most importantly, they hold the exclusive rights to reproduce. For them, it's a genetic dynasty, and they are usually the only pair allowed to have pups. This isn't a democracy, it's a dictatorship built on fear and dominance. Every other meerkat exists to serve and protect their lineage, sacrificing their own reproductive rights for the good of the family. Their dominance is reinforced daily through subtle acts, demanding grooming, stealing food, and asserting their physical presence. And this is where the family-friendly documentary cuts to commercial. This is where it gets dark. The alpha female is a tyrant, fiercely protective of her power. Her reign is absolute. If another female in the clan dares to get pregnant, the alpha will often banish her from the group right before she gives birth, sometimes violently attacking her to induce a miscarriage. Imagine being heavily pregnant and cast out into a desert filled with predators, with no one to help you find food or watch your back. It's a death sentence. Even worse, if a subordinate manages to have her pups in secret within the burrow. The alpha female might find them and kill them herself, eliminating any competition for her own offspring. The rest of the clan is forced into complicity, powerless to intervene. It's a brutal, cold-blooded strategy to ensure that all the clan's resources, time, and energy are dedicated solely to raising her heirs. The message is clear. Only her bloodline continues. She is not just the leader, she is the future of the clan, and she will eliminate any threat to that legacy, even if it comes from her own daughter or sister. So what does everyone else do? They serve the alphas. Every single member of the clan has a job, a role they must perform for the good of the group. You have the sentinels, the famous lookouts. They'll find the highest point, a termite mound or a scraggy bush, and stand up on their hind legs, constantly scanning the skies and the horizon for predators like martial eagles and jackals. They are the clan's first line of defense, a living alarm system. This isn't a casual glance, it's a high-stress job where a moment's distraction can mean death for the family. They stand for hours under the blistering sun, rotating shifts, their lives defined by a tense vigilance. They even act as a decoy, sometimes drawing a predator's attention to themselves to give the others a precious few seconds to escape. This is a life of constant, nerve-wracking pressure. If they spot danger, they let out a specific alarm call. It's not just random noise. It's an incredibly sophisticated communication system, a language of survival. They have different sounds for aerial threats versus ground threats, and even different calls for the urgency of the threat. A low-level threat might just get a chuckle, while an imminent attack triggers a frantic bark. This tells the clan not just that there's danger, but where it's from and how they should react, whether to dive into the nearest burrow or just crouch and be on high alert. It's the difference between life and death, communicated in a fraction of a second. Then you have the babysitters. While the rest of the gang is out foraging for food, a few meerkats, often the older siblings of the new pups, stay behind to protect them. They are more than just guards. They are teachers. They teach the pups vital life skills, how to hunt, how to avoid predators, and the complex rules of meerkat etiquette. They'll patiently demonstrate how to flip over a venomous scorpion and bite off its stinger. They teach which grubs are nutritious and which beetles are toxic. It's a full-time, unpaid internship where your final exam could be a face-off with a cobra. And the pups are completely dependent on your vigilance. They will starve themselves for a day to ensure the young are safe. And let's not forget the hunters and foragers. This team spreads out to find food, digging furiously for scorpions, lizards, and insects. Their entire day is a race against hunger. And speaking of scorpions, meerkats are legendary for being able to eat them. They are immune to the venom of many of their prey, and the adults will even bring back live, de-stinged scorpions to teach the pups how to handle them safely. It's a masterclass in desert survival, passed down through generations. They are engineers too, constantly maintaining and expanding their complex network of burrows. These aren't just holes in the ground, they are fortresses with multiple entrances, sleeping chambers, nurseries, and even toilets, all designed to keep them safe from predators and the harsh desert climate. But the clan's problems don't just come from predators above, they come from their neighbors. Meerkats are fiercely territorial. If one gang wanders onto another's turf, it's war. These aren't just little scuffles, they are highly ritualized battles. The rival gangs will line up, puff out their fur to look bigger, and perform a kind of war dance, trying to intimidate their opponents. They will scent mark the border, a clear line in the sand, a declaration of ownership. If that doesn't work, they launch into a full-scale attack, a chaotic flurry of claws and teeth. These battles can be deadly, with the losing clan risking not only injury and death, but the loss of their precious territory and food sources. The winning gang can even take over the loser's burrows and in some cases kill their young. It is true gang warfare for control of the neighborhood, and mercy is a luxury they can't afford. A loss could mean starvation or being forced to wander the desert without a home, a death sentence for the entire family. So, what is the one secret that holds this brutal, cutthroat society together? How can a system built on tyranny and violence be so successful? It's survival. Utter, absolute dependence on each other. The Kalahari Desert is one of the most unforgiving places on Earth, a landscape of extreme heat, freezing nights, and scarce resources. A single meerkat wouldn't last a day. It's too small, too vulnerable. Every harsh rule is a response to a harsher environment. The tyranny of the alpha ensures only the strongest genes are passed on, and that the clan's resources aren't spread too thin. The sentinel duty protects the foragers, who in turn feed the babysitters, who in turn raise the next generation of sentinels. It's a perfect, brutal circle of codependence. Their loyalty to the clan, even when it's brutal, is the key to their success. They cooperate to survive, even if it means sacrificing individual freedom and sometimes even their own young. It's the ultimate paradox. Their gangster-like society is what makes them such a successful and resilient species. Every meerkat is a piece of a larger puzzle, a single gear in a complex machine built for one purpose: survival. They huddle together for warmth on cold desert nights, not just out of affection, but out of necessity.